Hello, YouTube. And hopefully you folks can hear me. Welcome to the stream. So this is my very first time playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And to be honest with you, I woke up this morning having no idea I was going to be doing exactly that. But what do you know, Square surprised all of us. And just randomly, it seems, out of the blue. I guess they've done all the press events that required the remake to not be publicly available, and they dump it upon us out of nowhere. So hopefully you guys are all looking forward to this. By the way, can you hear me okay? The remake happened to come out the same time I was kind of changing my setup around, so it's going to be a bit of an experimental stream as well. I've got a new mic plugged in. And I have fiddled about with the settings, but didn't have time to go into it in too much detail before the stream started, so... Wes, you say that the voice is off. Do you mean that it's low or what? Let me just check. Because I want to make sure this is right before we start streaming. So, can everybody hear me okay? Or is it just Wes? Oh, great, you can hear me fine. Perfect. Yeah, there's a few changes I need to make to my mic settings, undoubtedly, but I won't do that until after the stream, so hopefully it will be satisfactory enough for today. Okay, voice is on, perfect, and the new mic is clear. That's what I like to hear. Okay, right then. So, we are going to be playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, and I'm probably going to embarrass myself as we do this, since obviously this game is very different to the original game. And yes, we've all seen the demo in action, but this will be the first time I actually get to play it. Okay, brilliant. I'm glad. Right, that's perfect. I'm glad that the new mic's better. I've been using that Blue Yeti that I had for many, many years, for about 5 years, and it served me well. I don't want to badmouth it, but... you know, I think it was just time to move on a little bit, so... right then. Okay, but without any further ado then, folks, this is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And yeah, this is the pod mic by Rode. Okay, and I've got it plugged into the Go XLR mini mixer. So hopefully, you know, it'll sound perfect for you guys, because I only want the best for you lot, and that's the truth. All right, then, here we go then. Let's enjoy, and I hope you guys do enjoy this, because we've been waiting a long time for it. Let's begin. The game's a little harder. Oh, great. Oh no, James says the game's harder than he expected. That means I am really going to embarrass myself here. Okay, so we'll go for default on pretty much everything and select the difficulty of the game. So the classic mode is the mode I believe that they spoke about, which is the tactical mode, which is part of easy and normal, but happens more often in classic. So I'm just going to start off with normal difficulty, and if it becomes a little bit too embarrassing, I might drop it down to easy. I know that you can change the difficulty mid-game, which is helpful, but for now let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Now, this is the same demo that had already been leaked, so if you guys have seen that, then you'll have already have seen this. But this is the first time we actually get to play it for ourselves, outside of all of the press events. Oh yeah, the chat delay is just the same as it always is, I think, Red Mario. It's just annoying, unfortunately. Yeah, will do, Chemo, will do. Spilt some drink on my nice new mic already. Yeah, playing a bit of the old Final Fantasy VII Remake today. I mean, why not? We got the demo, so let's go for it. And a lot of people are saying that normal is harder than they expected. Okay, yes, thanks for the tips there, guys. Keep an eye on health, people are saying. So we'll definitely do that. Can you hear the game audio okay, or do I need to increase that or decrease it? Sound is low in the game. Okay, let me just see if I can knock that up. I need to wait till there's some music. There we go. Is that better for you? Can you still hear me? That excited, spinning the juice already. Yeah, you got it, Jesse. You got it. Can you hear the audio now, the music? I'll just be quiet a second till you tell me if the game audio's okay now. How's that sound? Perfect, brilliant. Right, okay, apparently that's sounding okay now. I just need to turn it down to my own headphones since I'm blasting my ears up here. Yeah, I've got to say, I do love the introduction and the cinematic. I know we've seen that a few times. But it's great to actually see it in action here as we get to play the demo for ourselves. Ah, that's perfect. Yes, the hype is real. So don't expect this to go too smoothly today, folks. This is my first time playing the demo. As well as playing, I am of course streaming, which means I'm chatting to you guys, and I have no experience in playing this game. And a few people have already said it's harder than expected. I've done the stupid thing, but possibly the funny thing as well, and stuck it on normal difficulty rather than easy. Okay, Ghost comes in and tells us the demo's easy. Yay, thanks Ghost, make me feel better if I fail. Okay, right then, here we go, the destruction of Mako Reactor number 1. Hello, Barrett.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lots of tutorials. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Use the square button to attack with the sword and hold it down to unleash attacks. Right, I think we can manage that.
You're coming with us. No,
Whee!
don't think so.
Hey, look at that. We killed our first 2 enemies there. Wow. This is like... I know I've seen this before, because we've all seen this from various other videos and stuff, but I just love the attention to detail with the remake here in how they've just really paid homage to the original game.
Who in the hell? Hands
The Black Guardian dogs are tough, are they, Fina? Okay. Don't worry, there's nothing that we can't handle. With our team of merry Avalanche members.
Freeze!
By the way, guys, did you see the news that Red 13 is not going to be a playable character in the remake?
Enough of this.
To be honest, that's kind of expected, in my opinion, but I can imagine a few people disappointed with that because we'd just seen Red 13 in the various trailers and what have you, hadn't we? So, right, we can open up the map using the touchpad. Okay. Right. Hopefully this map won't be too confusing. I hate it in games where the map they give you can't actually make head nor tail of, but I'm sure it won't be too bad here. Yes, how's everyone doing, by the way? I haven't taken the time to say hello to everybody, but with over 100 people watching, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Drop the weapon.
So I'm sure some of you have already played the remake since it dropped this morning, or the demo, I should say.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I did see the leaked demo gameplay a while back, and I remember that the guy that played it, it was cool that he put the video out, but he didn't really use magic, did he? Unlike the boss or anything, even though it tells you to do that. So I'll try not to make the same mistake. So right now, all I'm doing is literally holding the square button down. And looks like the enemies drop loot that we can run into. Steve says, thought it was fairly easy. Just needed to get used to switching around a lot like Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, what would you say, Steve? Does the combat feel smoother than Final Fantasy 15? Because I know that's been the worry of a lot of people. Because it wasn't great in that game. I'm just running around because there might be loot and stuff that we can pick up. Okay. So triangle is our action button in this game. Yeah, gonna look for chests now. We've already got 2 potions. So let me just see what we can do here before we go any further. We can open the commands menu. Right now, spells are not available to us, but items are. So we've got 10 potions and a single ether. I'm guessing because we know what items do in the original game, everything's just going to be doing the same thing here. Oh, there's a secret chest over here, is there? Okay, so we'll grab that. We want to make sure we don't miss out on anything. 2 grenades. Nice. Every Final Fantasy VII player loves a bit of grenading action, don't they? Yes, apparently that was announced this morning, I believe, or Robbie. Yeah, Red 13 is going to be a guest party member only, controlled by the AI for the short time that he'll be in the party, but will not be playable by the player. Yes, it does, doesn't it, Pre? I'll tell you what, I'm listening, so I'm looking forward to all of the beautiful remastered music from the original game here.
Is he one of us now? He's
especially when the full game drops.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
Okay, fair enough, Steve. The banter hasn't bothered me, actually. I've seen some of it in the demo. And I've got to be honest, from, you know, Final Fantasy standards, it's pretty funny.
Real joy to look at, too.
The problem is we've heard this so many times before, haven't we? Because of that demo that was leaked a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, it does kind of make sense, Blake. Square said that they didn't want to include Red 13 as a playable party member because he would be in it for such a short time that it just seemed kind of pointless.
But you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Okay, Scowie. Oh yeah, because we get to choose between 20 minutes and 30 minutes, I think, is it?
Wedge.
Yeah, they do, don't they, James? I've got to be honest, I think all of the characters look awesome. I just think the game looks awesome. It's probably, I think, one of the best looking games on PS4.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
It really is. Save Jesse DLC. Hey, 154 people watching. Pretty sure that's a record for the channel, so welcome, guys. If you're new to the channel, planning on doing a whole ton of remake content. In fact, I have been for the last few weeks, and that's going to continue going forward, so you might want to stick around. Right, this is the guard dog that I was warned about. Okay, so we can dodge with circle and block with R1. Okay. So let's see what other abilities we have here. We'll just kill this little fella here for the dog. So if we open up the commands menu, okay, this actually pauses combat, as you can see, and then we can go ahead and select ability. So we can select fire. We do need the ATB gauge filled for some of these abilities. So if we go for braver here, yep.
Brace yourself.
And then we can do that again because we've got one more ATB charge. Let's go for a fire attack. And Stagger is coming back from Final Fantasy 13. To be honest, the Stagger mechanic in Final Fantasy 13 was actually quite nice. I know that Final Fantasy 13 wasn't the greatest Final Fantasy, and even the combat in that game is a bit annoying at times, but the Stagger mechanic was okay. So, yeah, thanks for the tip there. So I used Braver and Fire, both of which seem to do nice amounts of damage. We need to check our health as well because we can heal up out of battle if need be. So main scenario, follow Barrett. Right, okay, let's just go ahead and chuck a potion onto Cloud here. Right, can we open the main menu? Yes, we can. So what have we got here? We've got battle settings. Oh, we've got shortcuts. Nice. So Braver, which I've already used, is L1 square. Potion is L1 circle. I guess that just casts potion on the party member that does the shortcut, or the party member that's active as you do it. Oh, okay, yes, it kind of puts it in like a bullet time mode, doesn't it? Right, just make sure we haven't missed any items before we move on. Is there a sprint? Yep. Yep, I could just tell it was one of those games that was going to have a sprint option. I mean, the original did as well. You could walk or run, couldn't you? So, okay, let's move on. Okay, so just to clarify then, if you go into the tactical mode, I think it's called, which is where time slows down, can you only stay in that mode for a limited amount of time before you still get attacked? Maybe we'll have to test that out at some point just to see how it all works.
This way.
Oh, we're talking about Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, I know what you guys mean about the characters there.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Yeah, I've not got the platinum for any of the Final Fantasy 13 games. I would like to get the platinum for Final Fantasy 7 Remake, though, when that comes out. And we got another doggy-doo. So, I guess we can lock on. But I don't know how. Okay, so we'll just kind of dodge the enemies here. Take them out one at a time. Whee! Oh, there we go. I've got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and cast fire.
Burn.
Yeah, it does a nice bit of damage, that, doesn't it? And we got the stagger. Let's go into Punisher mode, shall we? Okay, so Punisher mode, you move slower but do a lot more damage. Enough to kill a dog, anyway.
Was never in doubt.
And I guess we switch back to normal mode after that because we're running around again. Yeah, they're really going all out with Jesse, aren't they? They're really trying to get us emotionally involved in that character. Or emotionally indebted to her, so that, yes, they pull on the heartstrings then. I know what you're up to, Square. And you know it's going to work. So let's try some of these shortcuts. We've got L1 and square for braver. Just like that. And L1 and suckle for potion. Okay, I don't think we can use them outside of combat, though, because it didn't work. Just as we killed that enemy. Okay, you lock on with L3 or R3. Thank you, Mako. I did catch it just in the last battle. But I appreciate the reminder there, because I don't actually know what I clicked to do it, but now I do. So stagger will save you in tight situations. I'm not looking forward to the boss fight. I remember from the videos, that boss looks very, very challenging. So we'll have to see how we get on with that. But could potentially be an embarrassing moment for us. So far, though, I think we're going okay. I just feel like I just want to run around this place. This is the Mako Reactor that I played through so many times in the original Final Fantasy VII. And to see it in all of this beautiful detail, it's astonishing, really, you know, the fact that we're actually getting to play the remake now. After so many years. And literally just woke up today, had no idea this was going to happen. I had a feeling that this was going to be a big week for Final Fantasy VII Remake, but did not know we were going to be playing it. So that was a nice surprise. Thanks, Square. Oh. Oh, thank you, Scott. Sorry it hasn't worked, but thank you for at least trying to do so. Yeah, YouTube can be a fickle beast sometimes, can't it?
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors.
Yeah, I would like to...
So how do we get to the bridge
Oh,
above
thank you,
Mako
Isaiah.
storage?
That's very kind. Just testing the super chat.
Ain't
Well, that
holding
seemed
out
to
on
work.
me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed
Thank
him?
you.
Or is he a loyal little dog?
I'm not sure why the notification didn't come up, though. Oh, there it is. It was just a bit delayed.
We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Yeah, I always remember the original Final Fantasy VII, that classic mistranslation from Cloud, telling the player to effectively attack while its tail is up, and then you do so, and then the dialogue switches to the next bit, which then says it will counter-attack with its laser. Yeah, thanks for that, Cloud. Let's just make sure we haven't missed anything before we open the door. Nah, just going to assume we haven't. Let's just move on.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Oh, right, yeah, you need ATB in battle, is that right? To use absolutely anything, apart from standard attacks. But pretty much anything else, potions, magics, special moves, everything is going to require at least a single ATB charge. Although outside of battle, the way I understand it, I could be mistaken, but outside of battle there is no ATB, so you can cast potions and cast magic if you like healing and stuff to your heart's content.
He's alone.
Hi Demon King, I've literally just started it, but so far everything seems to be going well. And it is the demo we've seen before in various videos and stuff, but, you know, being able to play it yourself is a very different thing, isn't it? So, yeah, this is cool. Okay, so we get a bit of a tutorial on Punisher mode, which we've already tested out, actually. It's actually kind of tricky to use Punisher mode unless you're up close in melee range. So let's just go ahead and throw a potion. And maybe a grenade, just to see the grenades in action. We should probably save those for the boss, but oh well. Oh, I like it. Area of effect damage. Nice. That was powerful.
Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
I got this place covered.
Pre so distracted by the music, barely paying attention. Yeah, you gotta love a bit of Final Fantasy music, haven't you? Especially Final Fantasy VII. Like I say, I can't wait to hear some of the other tracks that are from the original game as we get further on into the remake once it's been released. Yeah, it's an interesting question, Gerard. I think a lot of people are wondering about it, how long it's going to be for the next episodes, or whatever they're calling them, parts. I'm suspecting it's not going to be as long as we've had to wait for this part here, but probably a good year away, maybe a little bit longer.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there.
Yeah, I'm appreciating the tips you guys are giving.
What are you waiting for?
Who've already played this. So far, it seems to have kept us alive anyway, doesn't it? Or your little helpful advice. Let's go ahead and grab all of the good stuff. Oh, thank you so much, David. Keep up the good work. This remake so far looks amazing. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, David? It really, really does. And thank you so much for the super chat.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Yeah, I think there's a few famous actors doing the voices in the remake. I don't know who Jessie's voice actress is, but I can tell you who Wedge is. Wedge is acted by one of the guys from Breaking Bad. Badger, I think his name was. I don't know if you guys have seen that show. But if you recognise Wedge's voice, then there's a good chance that you have at least watched Breaking Bad. Right, okay, let's go ahead and make our way through.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Yeah, well, we've stayed alive so far, Yum Yum. And I was taking nothing for granted, I assure you.
Tifa and I.
But I'm sure the enemies are going to get tougher as we go further into the reactor here as well. I'm playing on normal difficulty for those that have just joined and are wondering about that. Here we go. It's the Shinra.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are
Oh yes, no, you're right, Yum Yum.
Whether they belong
I think I've seen some of the live streams that she's done, actually.
Your life.
Yeah, pretty
Rest
cool.
assured, our inquiries will not take much
A
longer.
bit too fuzzy, wouldn't you say, Johnny?
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green
I do like this bit. This bit's funny.
The hell
I
you
remember
think's
it.
gonna happen when it's all gone, huh?
Oh, thank
Answer
you,
me.
Fina.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain?
Hey,
I know
welcome,
you
Steve.
can.
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do.
Get help.
Say that again.
Yeah, it has got that more action-oriented combat, hasn't it, Blake? So I think that's why they let us choose
I'd worry less about the
difficulty.
planet
I do want
and
to
more
test
about the
out
next
the
5
tactical
seconds.
mode
Save
that
the
is its
screen
own
for later.
difficulty option. But let's just get through, first of all, on normal difficulty.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the
Is
fighting.
this where we get to play as Barrett now as
There are
well?
some places a sword just can't reach.
Oh, that's pretty insane, James.
Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should've
the
asked
attention
for
to
more money.
detail. Yeah, you're right about that. You can see the materia equipped. You can see it in Barrett's gun arm as well, can't you? If you look at the side of it, you can see his green materia that's in there. Okay, right. Time for some ranged attacks then. Here he comes. The B-man himself. Right, holding down square.
Gonna throw
Yeah.
your sword at him? Let the man with
Okay,
the
we've got
gun
this
do the
ability
work.
overcharge.
These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Now for the real show.
Ah, okay. Okay, so Barrett's standard attack is his, obviously his normal shooting, but then he can charge up this powerful attack using charge, and then unleash, well, just a ton of damage there. I like it. Yeah, I like the way that each party member then has their own special attacks, don't they? So Cloud is obviously focused on the melee, but then when you need to, you know, just take care of a few things that are shooting you from the sky, then Barrett's your friend, really. Yeah, we have to get used to Barrett a little bit, I think, but that overcharge ability is super, super powerful, though.
Get your ass
We could also use some abilities. Oh, Thunder. Hey, Anthony, thanks for subbing. Appreciate that. I won't bother on this enemy, though, since it's about to die. Save some MP. Right, you can switch to different characters depending on the battle situation. Okay. And we can also issue commands to our allies, even if we're not controlling them. Okay, so if you want to switch over to Cloud, we can do that.
Shut up.
To kill these mono drives. Let's try and target one. There we go. Okay, Cloud can do the whole battling in the air type thing.
That was easy.
Sure.
Right, I'm just testing if we can control Barrett out of party, because I've not seen that in any of the videos. And no, we can't. Okay, that makes sense. I kind of expected that. So you can only control Cloud when running through the field. Yeah, in fact, all the battle commands disappear, so I can't roll around now, outside of combat. So let's just check for any secret items here before we move on. It's usually a case of breaking stuff by the looks of things. Yeah, definitely, Red Mario. Use Thunder as well, Tongue says. Yeah, so Barrett has the Thunder spell. If we just go to the commands menu here, we can see briefly what our... Oh, no, we can't. We can't access anything outside of battle. But we can access the Cure spell for Barrett.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless.
Wonder if you can grind levels in this remake. That's an interesting question, Dragon.
I'm guessing you've done this
My
kind of thing
suspicion is
before.
no. I think enemy encounters... let me know if you think I'm wrong on this, guys, but I think enemy spawns in the remake here are
I'll go
fixed.
first. Nothing like a little
So even though they
danger.
appear as random encounters,
Hey!
I think they're fixed spawns.
Keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Right, so here we are, our first mini-game. The first mini-game of the remake. Laser dodging. Hey, Shinra, I've got an idea. How about you sort your security system out and not just set it up as a mini-game that anyone can beat? Right then. So we just wait for the lasers to go off. Whee! Right, I think this does get harder though. But let's just go ahead and break the boxes. There's nothing of interest in those. Let's get through there. Anything hidden around here?
You're doing good, soldier.
Yeah, we've still got the traditional role-playing elements here, haven't we? Of smashing things and looting treasures that are just randomly left all over the place. Yeah, see you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Jin. First time watching live. Well, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Oh, wait. Oh, this is a trick one. Go.
Pretty easy, right?
And again.
Nice job, Cloud.
And again. We did it! We got through first time, I think. Okay, Vengeance. I wonder if that's just in the remake demo or if it's in the game as a whole. Because grinding is a Final Fantasy staple, really, isn't it? So I can't imagine they'd remove it completely from the game. Or is it just a case of if you want to grind extra levels, that's where all the side quest content comes in, the mercenary system, and all of that stuff that's been revealed? Yeah, I reckon you're right there, Vengeance. At least so far, from what I've seen here, enemy encounters are just fixed spawns, aren't they?
Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them.
Okay, so here we have the sweeper, another staple from Final Fantasy VII, the original game. So let's just smash everything up before we go and engage it in combat, just in case there's any sneaky items that we can nab. Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. Must remember to sprint. Yeah, I wonder if there'll be Moogles in this game. There were Moogles in the original Final Fantasy VII, wasn't there? At least at the Gold Saucer. And we're off. So this, I think, is where things could turn nasty. Okay, so we're going to want to probably control Barrett, I reckon. Build up his ATB and start unleashing thunder spells. That's my current plan anyway. Let's overcharge. Dodge. Dodge again. Okay, and spells thunder. I don't know if that thunder actually activated it. I think he interrupted it. Is that something that can happen in this game? Enemies can interrupt your spells? Okay, well, we get a tutorial there on staggering enemies.
Hey, stop moving!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you got.
Right, let's just go ahead. Messing up the controls here. Okay, the enemy was down. It confused me. I was trying to do awesome things, but I couldn't because I had no ATB charges. Right, we do need to heal up. So what we're going to do is get Cloud to throw a potion here because I want to keep Barrett's MP up. And we're going to use Barrett to cast a spell. A spell called Thunder. So let me just check out the guard here. Yep, that seems to work. It reduces the damage quite a bit. Okay, this thing's going down, slowly but surely. So let's just keep unleashing thunder spells here. And again, because why not? Right, let's dodge whatever it's going to shoot at us there. And again. I'm guessing that the AI is pretty rubbish at dodging stuff, but it doesn't seem like Cloud's taking much damage. So I'm guessing that if you're not controlling a party member, that they just actually take reduced damage overall, if that makes sense. Seems to be the case. Oh no, Cloud is actually blocking there. So maybe the AI is quite clever in this game. Right, maybe a thunder spell should do the trick, but we don't have the MP, so we'll sort that out after the battle. Okay.
Got anything you want to say?
So we need to rescue Cloud before he dies here, do we?
For help.
Come on. Overcharge. There we go. Okay, we did it. I'll tell you what, that sweeper enemy was a lot harder in the remake than it was in the original game. Yeah, I definitely need to practice there. We didn't lose anybody, which is a start, but yeah, we need to use ethers.
Hello,
Nico girl. Welcome to the stream.
that make you a 1-year-old, huh?
Yeah, so just to clarify, guys, this is a one-off stream for Final Fantasy VII Remake. We'll be back with Final Fantasy IX on Wednesday because this is only the demo, of course. Right, let's see if we can heal up. So we should be able to, first of all, let's use Cloud. I just need to get my way around the menus here to put an ether on Barrett. Okay, that restores his MP, obviously. So then we can go ahead and use Barrett to cast a cure. And he can cast a cure on Cloud. Cloud can cast a potion on Barrett. This is what you call teamwork, this is. And let's just go for one more potion. We're going to need to save some healing here, though. Because I'll tell you, the boss fight, we are going to need it. But yeah, I just about think I'm getting the feel for combat here. Slowly but surely. Hello, Damon. Welcome to the stream. Oh, the Midgard's Olum. Oh, that's going to be a challenge and a half, isn't it? Oh, wow, we're one viewer away from hitting 200. We've already broke the record of the most amount of concurrent viewers we've had on a live stream on this channel, which is amazing. So welcome to you guys that are new here for the first time. But that's pretty darn impressive. I suppose it just shows the hype that is out there for this game, doesn't it? Right, here we go. The core of the reactor itself.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Gotta set the bomb.
Let's get
Oh, yes. Okay, let's just follow Jessie. She seems to know the way.
I can practically taste it.
Love that little move there, sliding down the ladder. Right, grab the chest before we head on any further down.
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Yeah, definitely, Ryan.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight.
So I also read a preview, by the way, on IGN. I'm not going to say anything too much because I don't want to give any spoilers away in case you guys are avoiding that. But as you know, in the original game, we later go ahead to blow up the next reactor. It's a lot different in the remake. Some of the IGN and other members of the press have played that bit now. It's a lot different in the remake than it was in the original. The original was more of just a carbon copy of the first reactor, wasn't it? But instead of fighting the Guard Scorpion, you fought Airbuster. It's a lot different from what I've seen.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Yes, it's called exploring, Jesse. Might be potions over there. Need to learn how to JRPG there, I think, Jesse. Oh, thank you, Aura. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about the Scorpion Sentinel, as it's now known. It could potentially be quite a nasty encounter, this. Right, so we're going to switch over to Barrett for this fight. Can we target... Right, how do I switch targets once I've locked on? I'm sure it said to use the D-pad, but that switches party members now. Okay, let's just go ahead and attack whoever the game tells us to here. I tell you what, Barrett, he actually, in my opinion, is a little bit more powerful than Cloud in terms of combat here.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Yeah, okay, he's good at focusing against enemies that are at range, but he's actually pretty good at enemies that are in melee range as well. Poor Cloud. Oh, thank you for joining up as a YouTube member, Antapex. It's awesome to have you on board.
No, the pump would suck us back up.
Yeah, it's very kind of you there, dude. So one more chest here. Oh, we're getting close to the boss. That means probably getting close to death. Cloud does have the ability to take out some ranged enemies, it looks like, because he has this automatic jumping thing that he does, where he kind of just chills up in the air for a bit. Right, grab the ether. So let's just check out our item supply here before we go rushing on into battle. We've only got 20 potions, but hopefully that'll be enough. I know this is a long battle and 3 ethers. Let's just go ahead and throw 1 potion onto Cloud. Just to make sure that we're not going in with too low HP. Cloud's still the best. Yes.
Do this.
He's got to be, hasn't he? Okay, should be able to get to use the limit break. Oh, how do you activate the limit break? I did use Braver already, but that's not a limit break, is it? In the remake, it's just a special attack. So I don't think I've seen any limit breaks as of yet. Here we go then. Here we go.
All right. Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah, the ether situation's looking a little bit
Go on.
scary.
Do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Justin.
I'm just here for the paycheck.
Yeah, I hope work goes okay for you. You'll have to check it out later when you get back. Yeah, there's no jump button. That's a good point. The only way to jump is if it's part of an environmental mechanic. Hey, person, finally catching us live. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name there. I do apologise. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. You're currently playing Final Fantasy 12, and the videos are helping. That's awesome. Okay, I'll pop up on the ability list.
What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Oh, I need to set the timer. 1 sec. I've just got to turn the heating down in this room because I am going to melt away otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to set it then for 20 minutes. This is the advice I received from a few people in chat that we've got plenty of time. Now, the timer doesn't actually
Pretty
kick in until
cocky,
after the boss is defeated, so we don't have to rush the boss fight itself.
You double-crossing!
Uh-oh. Yeah, bosses are a big step up over the original Final Fantasy VII. Every boss is an event in its own right.
Hey, how the hell do we
Okay.
fight this thing?
So,
They've got
first things
reinforced
first, let's
armor
switch
plated,
over to Barrett.
But the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Okay, let's
No other
guard.
option, huh?
It's got a big red cross in him. I thought it was going to get an attack there. Oh, there we go. Okay, managed to block that. So let's go ahead. Oh, no, did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and start casting Thunder. Okay, and block again. So every time I see that cannons or something, I'm going to go ahead and block. Okay, we need to switch over. No, we cannot. Stop going to Barrett. That was my fault. Is he down now? Is Barrett free?
You ain't paid me yet.
Okay, it's overcharge. I don't actually know what's going on at the moment. I'm just trying not to die. Right. Can we unleash more lightning? Lightning seems to do a nice bit of damage. Ah, didn't block that. Oh, well. Oh, I haven't looked at Barrett's other abilities yet. Overcharge. Block. Oh no, that's where he targets us. Okay, he does that in the original games, doesn't he? He targets you, and then later on he goes to unleash his attacks. Ah, you got to be fast on that guard. I suppose we could evade it as well with circle, but it seems to have quite a wide range on it, that ability. Yeah, watch out when he puts his tail up. Thanks for the tip there, Ed Mario.
The hell is that?
A barrier?
Yeah, I'm
Never
just using
seen this
Barrett right
defense
now.
system before.
I'm actually enjoying Barrett's combat here.
You were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
Right, okay, let's switch over to Clouds. Okay, I'm not doing damage to him there. Right, let's go ahead and use Barrett to heal Cloud. I'm glad that the combat kind of pauses, doesn't it, once you go into tactical mode?
Frontal assault's no good.
Okay, we need to get behind him.
There.
Oh, right, okay, I
Attack
see.
it from the rear.
The field generator.
What are you doing?
You think about leaving me here?
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Is Barrett still alive? Yes, he is. Let's go ahead and potion him up. Let's switch back over to Barrett as well.
It's my time.
Right, where's the enemy gone? Ooh, nasty. I suppose we can lock onto it, can't we? He's still got this shield up, which we need to get rid of. So let's see if we can lock onto that.
Why you gotta pick on me? Bring it on.
Okay, dodge that. Did we dodge it? No, I don't think so. Okay, block. Good. Right, I think we're getting rid of his shield here. Uh-oh, not death grip again. Ah, this one's kind of annoying.
Must be strong. They can pick you up.
Okay, right, we've got rid of his shield. Barrett's back into
Hit
safety.
it hard and fast.
So we're making progress here. Flipping heck, I tell you what, this doesn't half make your fingers ache. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, thanks for the tips there, guys. And flipping heck, we've hit over 200 viewers. That is insane. Yeah, welcome, guys, to the stream. Whew. I've got to say, I actually think Barrett is the way to go here. Let's just throw a potion around. I want to try and save Barrett's MP if we can. Right, guard. Still in the middle of attacking, so... Oh, he's spamming that ability now, isn't he? Okay, let's just try and get out of the way. Back onto the arena floor here. Guard, guard, guard. Did we get that? I think so. He's really got it out for us now, hasn't he? He's not our friend at all. Let's just... Okay. We're going to go to Cloud. We're going to select Ether. We're going to Ether Barrett. And hopefully we can carry on doing the damage. Oh, not that again. I thought we got rid of that shield once before. Guard, guard, guard. Tail swipe. Nobody likes a tail.
Bring in the heat.
Okay, guard. Yeah, you could probably evade this, but it just seems to hit everywhere, so I think blocking is pretty much the way to go with that one. Right, let's switch over to Punisher mode and try and take this thing out. Okay, we are actually losing health here. This is getting challenging. Let's use Barrett to... Yeah, let's use a potion, save some MP there for the Thunders.
Okay, find a way.
Okay. Oh, man. Try and get behind. Okay, there we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get that shield down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, let's use Barrett to heal. I think when the shield goes red, it's about to be destroyed.
I'm waiting. Don't just fight. Adapt.
Mark 99 launchers. Okay, we'll block those. Okay, okay, it's down, it's down. Right, so we'll switch over to Barrett to use Thunder. Right, let's just switch straight over to him.
You ain't stopping
Guard, guard, guard. Or block, or whatever it's called. There we go. Yeah, he's starting to use his abilities like 2 or 3 times in a row now. See? You've really got to be paying attention to that. And again, I've missed the evade that time. Okay, let's go ahead and heal Barrett up. To be honest though, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. I also notice it seems you have a moment of immunity. Oh, what's going on here? You have a moment of immunity once you cast a potion or something. Because you can't guard in that time. Yeah, Ruby and Emerald weapon. They're going to be tough, aren't they? This is the Scorpion Sentinel, the first boss of the game.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Right, here it comes, the tail laser.
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Okay. So, I love the way they're bringing all these things in from the original game. It's awesome, it really is.
Gonna light it up.
Okay, guard. He's down to less than half health now. What am I doing? First of all, guarding. Okay, and now let's see if we can unleash some more thunder. Yep, just like that. Oh,
Sure could use
stinger or something. Now, does that mean he's doing something nasty to Cloud? Okay. Yeah, you can see when he's going to do an attack over the top of his head that you know to block or to guard or whatever the case may be.
again and again.
So this is my first time doing this boss, so it's not going to be the smoothest by any stretch of the imagination. But we seem to be getting there. I've just learned as well to take control of Barrett. Seems to be the slightly stronger party member in terms of balance here. Right then. Let's go ahead and thunder him. Unless he goes off into the air, then I'm probably going to miss yet. Right, we need some potion action going on to Barrett here, I think. Oh, I love the way the environment's getting destroyed as well as the boss here.
Solid copy. Now, get in there and do some damage.
Oh, Barrett's down to 4 MP once more. Oh, by the way, let's use some of these shortcuts, shall we? If we switch over to Cloud for a moment, let's try Braver. So, we was looking at these shortcuts earlier, but I never actually put them into action. So, if we can heal up. Oh, no, because we need ATB. Oh, have we got limit? Is that? No, not yet. It said something about the limit gauge. Oh, no, we have got limit. It's Barrett. Barrett's got limit. Okay, so we need to heal up first. Right, you do that. Fire in the hole. Right, this is Barrett's limit break.
Heads up! Tail racer!
I see it.
Then take cover already.
Nice! I like it. I like it a lot.
Strike now before it fires again.
He's not happy. He's not happy at all. Oh, we need to get Barrett's MP restored. Okay, right. So, Cloud, if you could kind of try and get some flipping ATB charges.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murphy.
Okay, dodge, dodge, dodge. That EM field is a nasty AoE ability that you do not want to be standing in by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, Barrett is nicely prepped up here, I think.
If I heal up,
Okay, we need to prevent him from healing.
and that's a problem.
Okay, let's kill the right leg. I think his healing's tied to his legs. Yeah, there we go.
Follow my lead.
No time to waste. Let's take it out quick.
Okay. Right, he's healing. That's not good. Let's kill this left leg. Is it down? Yes. In fact, the boss is almost dead. Flipping heck. He's almost down. I think we did it, guys. I saw the level up sign. Oh. Hello, Ralph. Yeah, playing Final Fantasy VII again. We've just defeated the Scorpion Sentinel. And Q-Kitten joins us as well. Flipping heck. Whew, that was literally my first time playing against that boss in the remake.
20 minutes until detonation.
So the demo's not over yet, okay? The demo is not over yet.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Yeah, that boss
Come on,
is
we
all
gotta
about
move.
evading damage. I'm guessing that's how it's going to be with many of the boss fights in this game. You've really just got to pay attention because above the boss's head, it tells you what ability it's going to do. The EM field ability, which was the lightning attack that appears in a circle around it, you need to evade that just like with circle to get away from it. But some of the other abilities, you can literally just guard against. because they just appear all over the arena floor. It's really hard to dodge them. So that seems to get us through anyway. I'm guessing some of the next boss fights, as the game proceeds further, are going to be even tougher than that. And that was a pretty darn tough opening boss battle. Ah, the enemies are coming. And we've got 20 minutes to escape. Could have chose 30, but people told me in chat to choose 20. So maybe in the original, not the original, but in the full remake, not the demo, there might be a trophy or something, or some extra reward tied to escaping in 20 minutes as opposed to 30, maybe. I'm guessing here in the demo it's not going to make any difference. Yeah, thanks guys. That was a fun fight, wasn't it? Oh no, Jesse needs rescuing again. Yeah, thanks, Ralph. To be honest, the tips I've been giving today I've just been making up as I go along. Probably not the most efficient way of getting through this demo, but...
Look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero!
Yeah, 20's plenty of time.
We'll link up over there! Look after
Yeah,
Jesse!
I was just wondering if in the full game, if there's any difference in terms of beating it in 30 minutes or beating it in 20, if you get extra rewards or something, or if it's just for prestige value.
Probably.
Make sure there's nothing hidden. Yeah, oh, yum yum don't. How long did it take us to defeat the boss? I wonder if in the full game they're going to start the timer before the boss. That would be evil of them, wouldn't it? I think we've had about 5 minutes left now if they did that. Whee!
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Have you just finished this, have you, Gordo? What did you think? Oh, you loved it? Yeah.
Shut up and climb.
That's good to hear.
Sorry, it's just...
Oh, I can't wait for the full game now.
I'll freak out if I don't talk.
On April the 10th. Yeah, IGN have put a preview out I was reading. They said that the pace slows down a lot as you're kind of going through Midgar and stuff after the first bombing mission, but it does in the original game as well, doesn't it? So
There it!
that's not a surprise by any stretch.
Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got soul.
Go on, Barrett.
X, soldier boy.
They're here!
Yeah, Clown takes that a bit personally, doesn't he?
Time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds.
Right, let's switch over to Barrett. Can we see? Oh, I can't open the menu. I can't see what his shortcuts are. Oh, I can by holding down R1. Focus shot, steel skin, and potion. But he hasn't got the ATBs for them yet. I love that ability, focus shot. Oh wow, do you notice as well that Barrett's gun, it kind of glows orange because of the heat of firing it. Oh wow, the little attention to detail like that. I just like to notice those things, I really do. Am I going the right way? I believe so. Hiya Leonhardt, welcome to the stream. Yeah, me too, Serenity, me too. Oh no, it's one of these! Wow, Shinra are out in force today. Okay, let's switch over to the B-Man, and we're going to unleash some thunder spells here, once we've got the ATB to do so. Yeah, Barrett seems very overpowered, doesn't he, compared to Cloud? I'm sure there'll be some tuning changes for the full game, but Barrett just seems to do a lot more damage. And maybe it's just because we're here in the Mako Reactor where there's a lot of mechanical enemies as well, so he's just going to be useful because he has the thunder spell. But I do like his damage, I really do. Oh, I should probably dodge whatever he's about to do to us there. Yeah, you can charge up this overcharge ability by ramming his gun into the ground. Right, we need to heal Cloud up a little bit, so he can do that himself. He's a big boy. Dodge, dodge, dodge. And overcharge. And thunder. Oh, we're running out of MP here, though. Yeah, let Cloud get the finishing kill. Or the finishing blow. It wasn't intended, just happened. Okay, Barrett builds his ATB gauge slower. If you combo correctly with Cloud, from what I've seen, you can clean up shot with Brave, etc. Yeah, good point, Yum Yum, to be honest. Obviously, my experiences are extraordinarily limited at the moment, aren't they? So, yeah, we'll play as Cloud for a bit, see if we can get a better feel for him as well. Barrett's running low on MP, and I think we're running low on ethers, to tell you the truth. Yeah, this is our final ether. So, potions, we have plenty of them, don't we? Ethers, not so much. Yeah, definitely extreme. So, is there going to be any more enemies, or is that it now? And there's more enemies, of course. The mono drives. These were in the original Final Fantasy VII as well, weren't they? These are one of the enemies you faced just before going into the main reactor itself, I remember.
Take the lead.
All right. Watch it learn.
Bring it.
See ya.
Wow, the enemies can actually use line of sight to prevent damage. That is some clever AI right there. A bit annoying,
No time to celebrate.
but kind of makes sense that they can do that. Oh yeah, the music alone really makes a Final Fantasy game, doesn't it? Makes or breaks it. And Final Fantasy VII had a classic soundtrack, it really did. They would have had to work very hard to screw it up for the remake. And, you know, I think they've done a great job, I've got to say. From what I've heard so far, and I've heard some other tracks as well on YouTube. Oh, what's this? A shock trooper? Dodge. Oh, nasty. He's dodging our attacks. Okay, let's use Barrett. Oh, we can't even use a potion yet. Right, we need to do damage to this guy. Should we try fire?
No.
Oh yes, fire's his weakness. Did you see that? It said weakness to fire there. Right, let's do fire again. I was wondering why we had the fire spell given to us. Now we know. Let's just throw some potions around. Yeah, all enemies in the demo, Yum Yum says, are returning from the original game. Yeah, good point. So there's no new enemies here, is there? They're all remade from the original. Just try and get my bearings here. I know the way, but I just want to see how the map works because I haven't really looked at it yet. Not had any need to. I'm just a little bit worried at first glance that the map looks like it might be somewhat confusing. I love a good map in my role-playing games. A map that's just really obvious to see where you are and where you need to be. So I'm sure I'll get used to it. I'm sure it'll be simple enough.
Concentrate.
What we got? More enemies. Ah, 2 of these shock troopers. Not good. Right, dodge, dodge, dodge. Just try and build up some of that ATB action. So we can start unleashing the fires. Yeah, they don't like that, do they? We've got something attacking us from range as well, so Barrett will hopefully take care of that. Ooh, nasty, nasty, nasty. Barrett, if you could just do the honours, please. Right then, let's just go for Shock Trooper B because it's almost dead. Yeah, I do like the tactical mode. You can actually take the time that you need to take in it, so make sure you're attacking the right enemies and stuff. But as it's been said, it's not like a mode that completely stops time, it just slows it down. Should probably lock on a little bit more here. Still can't do anything. Right, there we go. Fire. Let's kill this first shock trooper. There we go. That's going to make things a little bit easier, I hope.
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
Right, can we kill these annoying things in the air here? I'm trying to switch targets. It said that I can use the D-pad to switch targets, but now that just switches party members, so I'm really confused about that. Let's go back to
My turn.
Cloud here, and Barrett can just throw a cure onto Cloud. Right. Fire. Shock Trooper.
Let's finish this.
Let's use Punisher mode. Maybe that'll do a bit of damage. Yes, it does. Oh, should have used that from the start. That was good.
See ya.
Yeah, that takes care of them, doesn't it? Right, Barrett can take care of the sentry rays, and then I think we are done with this encounter.
How'd you like that?
Sorted, yep.
I could have done that.
So we've managed to get to level 8, which I'm guessing is probably going to be the last level we're going to be reaching here. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm still used to mini-maps myself. When I do have a mini-map though, I like it when it's fixed in place. I don't like it when it rotates when you move the camera around. I'm just not used to that type of mini-map. I reckon it'll be a bit of both, Cute Kitten.
Sir.
There's going to be quite a bit of linear sections like the one we're playing through now. But then I think there is going to be some open world aspects to it as well, which hasn't been confirmed. But, you know, based on the fact there's going to be side quests and stuff that you can undertake, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, Shinra being a little bit naughty here compared to the original game. Although they are just as bad in the original game, because they destroy the pillar, don't they, to Sector 8, or whatever it is. Yeah, Gongaga and Fort Condor. I wonder how the Fort Condor minigame's going to work in Part 2, or whenever that's going to come into it.
Doors open.
Okay, the timer's gone now. So we can run about with shaky cam, see if there's anything else to loot. But I don't think there is.
We don't have a lot of time here. Pick up the pace, people.
Yeah, time to go.
Can you walk?
You got it,
If
Yum
I
Yum, you
couldn't,
caught me.
Believe me,
Vaseline
you'd be the first to
Ingo.
know.
I'll
You
take
know
that
the
as a
addiction.
yes.
Did I pick up a key item? I didn't actually notice, Danny, that was a Moogle badge or something, a Moogle key. Yeah, that's interesting. If there is key items...
Okay, that was pretty cool.
What was it called? Let me just check your message
All
there.
right, come on.
Moogle tag. Okay, yeah, I reckon that's going to be part of a side quest then, isn't it? There it goes. Boom. Okay, guys, well, that's the end of the demo. Yeah, thanks, Aura Robbie. Appreciate you stopping by. I've got to say, that was a lot of fun. It really, really was a lot of fun. And I know it's not a huge portion of the game, so it's difficult to obviously translate to how the whole game's going to be from this demo, but you do get a good feel for the combat with Barrett and Cloud. And one thing that I liked is that there is a very different dynamic between Barrett and Cloud in terms of gameplay and combat. So I'm assuming that's going to be very similar for when we get Tifa and Aerith as well, but not Red 13. Okay, Red 13 is not a playable party member in the remake. That has now been confirmed. And that's it then, guys. That is the end of the demo. Ooh, I don't remember seeing this bit before. When the demo was leaked. Maybe it was there. I just don't remember it. Yep, Square are going all out by including Sephiroth in the remake here, even though he wasn't, of course, included in the original game during the Midgar portion. So, as far as I know, there's no save files, no way to save your game. If you want to, for example, defeat the Scorpion Sentinel again, you will have to play through it again to get there. But there we have it then, guys. That is the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. And that is going to be seeing us over until the game comes out on April the 10th. I've got to say, I really enjoyed the playthrough. It's a lot of fun. I will be playing through it again. At least, you know, my own personal gaming time. Probably not on YouTube, since you guys have seen it now already. But yeah, I cannot wait for the full game, and I am going to be streaming the heck out of it. The combat system, obviously, I've only played it for an hour, and I think to do justice to any combat system, especially a combat system like this one, you really need to, you know, spend more time with it. So my views could change, but so far, I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it, to be honest with you. You know, I'm always more of a tactical player myself in terms of role-playing games, rather than more of the action-oriented style of role-playing games that we get now. That's why I loved the combat in the original Final Fantasy VII. But obviously, we've known for a long time the type of combat we're getting here, so I had time to prepare myself for it. And I enjoyed it. You know, I really did. There is, of course, the other combat style. I just want to have a quick look at that. I'm not going to play through the entire demo again here, but if we can skip the cutscenes. I selected normal, didn't I? Oh, yeah, we can skip. Okay. I'm just going to test out, excuse me, this classic mode. Okay, let's return to the title screen because we can't open the main menu straight away to change it, but you can actually change the difficulty in-game normally. So start, default. We're going to select classic mode. So this is different, a different difficulty entirely from easy and normal. The playthrough I've just finished that you guys watched was on normal difficulty, but classic difficulty is a little bit different. The player-controlled character will attack and defend automatically, allowing you to focus on executing commands. Okay, the battle difficulty is the same as easy. That's interesting that they've done it that way. So this is really a mode to make you feel, I believe, more like you're playing the original Final Fantasy VII. You don't actually control the standard attacks. I don't know whether you're supposed to block or evade, or whether you literally just focus on commands.
You're up.
Yeah, you're right on that, Sorrows. It does just say that, doesn't it? That you can only do it on easy difficulty. So we'll give it a go.
You're coming
So I'm not going to do anything now. We'll see what happens.
Don't think so.
Okay, we can still move Cloud around, and we can still block ourselves.
Steady.
But obviously, he's not exactly
Whatever.
going all out with his attacks, is he? Let's be honest.
That's that. Not bad.
Yeah, it's interesting. So effectively, classic mode is the same as normal mode from what I can tell, but you just don't have to tap the square button because the game will do that for you. Right, let's just skip these cutscenes because we've just seen them all. They are funny, but this is more of an experiment for science than anything else, testing out this classic mode. So I'm not pressing anything right now. The game's doing that for us. All we need to worry about is unleashing the commands that we were doing previously. So focus thrust, which we never used on our previous playthrough. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, I've done Final Fantasy X walkthrough series, Neck Farm, with a load of tip videos and stuff, which you might want to check out somewhere on the channel. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Yum Yum? The AI does seem a little bit more subdued. It doesn't go all out.
Yeah, what he said.
I assumed it was going to be, it would literally just hold the square button down for you constantly, but it doesn't seem to do that.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded.
The thing is, you see how Cloud blocked there?
Nope.
I haven't pressed anything at the start, you know, throughout the entirety of this fight. I'm not doing anything. Cloud's moving around the battlefield, attacking and blocking all by himself.
It's over.
I didn't do anything. It's like an auto battle mode. The only thing he's not going to do is unleash any of the tactical commands. And obviously, because it's only available on easy difficulty, you're going to be taking a lot less damage. So I reckon this mode isn't probably going to be so much just for people that want to have a feel of the original game, because I'm not really getting that impression, to tell you the truth. I think it's more going to be aimed for people that are new to the game and are struggling perhaps on the normal difficulty and want to go even a little bit easier than just easy difficulty, if that makes sense. Oh look, we've got a Moogle medal. Let's see if we get a bit of text about that Moogle medal.
Joy to work with, though.
We bring up the menu here and go to inventory. A medal with a Moogle on it, a popular item amongst collectors. So yeah, this Moogle medal that we've been collecting, we got one, and we got one on our previous playthrough. It's probably part of some kind of side quest. We'll probably collect so many of them to hand in for various rewards and stuff. Oh, thank you, Nekvar. That's very kind of you.
Real joy to look at, too.
Yeah, so there we have it then, guys. That's the classical mode, by the looks of it.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
It's pretty much the AI controlling the character for you, blocking, evading, even moving around the battlefield, and then you're just expected to issue the special commands when you wish to do that. So, yeah, you still enjoying the Final Fantasy V playthrough you're doing there, Ed Mario? So again, let's just go for one final battle here in this tactical mode. And I'm not going to hold any buttons down. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So the AI is doing all the work for us here. We can just literally interrupt to issue some commands, such as Braver.
Brace yourself.
But then the game's going to take care of everything else for us. So if there is any grinding in Final Fantasy VII Remake, we were talking about this earlier, I guess tactical mode's going to be an interesting mode you can switch to, just to take out some of the pain from that, from long grinding sessions. Yeah, I'm not sure what the boss battle's going to be like in classical mode. Maybe we could just give it a quick go. Yeah, I think I will actually Vengeance. It's just about, you know, when we'll have the time to do that. Because we've done 7 and 8 now, and we're working through 9. And of course, we're going to be working through the remake. But yeah, eventually I'd like to cover them all in the same sort of style. I wasn't intending to play this again, I assure you. But now I'm intrigued.
Not so fast.
So we'll just skip through some of these cinematics. We've just seen them, we've just watched them. Hi, Clown Prince. Yeah, the demo's come out. I've just played through it on stream on normal difficulty, so now we're testing out the tactical mode. AKA the mode where the game just plays it for you. Look, I'm not doing anything here. It literally does it all except issue commands, which you don't even need to do, look, on these encounters. Even the guard dog, which was quite a challenge before, is going down very quickly there.
Nothing to it.
It is 100 times easier. Oh, you can run from some battles, Yum Yum says. Just ignore enemies and keep running into the next area. Do they disappear then, do they? Oh, come the wrong way. Do they just disappear, do they? It's interesting. Right, let's just race through. We know the way now, don't we? Okay, let's see what happens if we run past these enemies. If we can just avoid them. No, we can't avoid these particular enemies because we can't access the lift control, and there was an invisible barrier preventing us from going through. If you guys saw that.
See ya. Let's go.
Yeah, see you later, Fina. Have fun at the gym. Make sure you Beat Big Bro. Especially if you want that tiara.
Come on, Cloud.
Pick up the pace.
Okay, they just lose interest. Yeah, I'm just skipping the cutscenes, guys, if you've just joined us, because we've actually just played through the entirety of the remake on normal difficulty, and all I'm doing now is testing out the other combat mode, which is called Classic, I believe it is, but it's effectively a story difficulty, because the game effectively plays for you on an easy difficulty mode.
It's over.
That's my line.
So
He's alone.
we'll just see what happens here, if the game can take care of these four. It certainly can. Let's just unleash some, not fire, let's go for focus thrust, shall we? I haven't seen that yet, Tangible. No, I did read some press feedback on the Airbuster fight,
Then let's move.
but I haven't actually seen the footage myself, so I'll check that out at some point.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes.
Oh, no, Pre. Oh, it's typical, isn't it?
Pity no one else at Command will talk to us, but what can you do?
Ah, will he know about the remake demo being released yet, Jonathan? Or are you going to be able to
Careful
surprise
in
him with
there.
that, do you think? Okay, Red Mario.
I got this place covered.
Okay, yes, you'll have to probably remind me about that on Wednesday, because I'm undoubtedly going to forget if I'm being honest. But yeah, appreciate the tip there. Yeah, we're picking Final Fantasy IX back up again on Wednesday, trying to get the Platinum Trophy there before the full remake comes out April 10th. And we've got just over a month to do so.
So, you know
Currently on disc 2
Tifa,
at that
right?
one.
It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Yeah, it's probably not a mode I'm going to be using all that much, to be honest with you, SG. Like I said, I think for most people that are going to use it, I'd imagine it'd be more helpful for sessions involving grinding and stuff, if that's going to be a thing in the remake. But other than that, I reckon if there's young people playing the game, I don't want to be patronising, but if there's just people that just aren't familiar with the type of combat here, it could be a good way of getting into the game a little bit more gently before moving on to the easy difficulty and then the normal difficulty. But I don't really see this classic mode. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. I don't really see this classic mode as what I thought it was going to be, or what it was being advertised as, which was a way to play the game in, you know, the original Final Fantasy VII gameplay way. Because it doesn't actually feel like that anyhow. It just feels like an easier difficulty. Hiya, Overmon. Yeah, we've already played through the entire remake. So right now we're just focusing on testing out some gameplay features, including the classic mode. Which means the game pretty much plays for you, to tell you the truth. Does Barrett use overcharge? I don't think he does. I had to tap the overcharge button there. Does he charge up the overcharge? Nope. We have to do that as well, do we? Okay.
Now for the real show.
I'll tell you what, though. The AI does seem pretty effective at dodging. At dodging and blocking. He's doing a better job than I was doing anyway. I don't know if it dodges or blocks every attack, but it seems to be pretty much doing a good job at evading most of them.
That was nothing.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system.
Yeah, this is more for science, this particular playthrough I'm doing right now. Just to see how the classic mode works. You know, you got to try these things once, haven't you? Obviously, for those of you that are just joining, I have just played through the entire game on stream on normal difficulty. So we're just testing out the tactical mode now, which is effectively an easy mode. Even easier than just easy difficulty. Because it is easy difficulty, but with the game doing everything for you, or nearly everything. But it even does the dodging for you. The dodging and evading of attacks. Ah, we didn't get hit by that last time. Or that. Ah! Yeah.
I'm glad that's over with.
Yeah, how do you think a multiplayer mode might work, SG, if there's one included? Just having... do you mean like local multiplayer? With somebody else picking up a PS4 controller to take control of one of the other party members? It might be a little bit difficult to do that, I reckon.
They don't call those things sweepers.
Just because of how the camera would have to focus, but
Not if you wipe the
it could be interesting. Maybe like online multiplayer, or not local multiplayer, so that the camera can focus for each person. That makes sense.
Ah, we can take this hunk of
Right,
junk.
let's see how Cloud handles
Junk
this.
is a heavy weapons platform.
I'm just going to put the PS4 controller down and see what
We die.
happens.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic.
Would I say that the regular mode feels like Final Fantasy 15? It does have similarities to it, for sure. I just need to get past that.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
not
it does have similarities, absolutely.
Give it all you've got.
I've only played the demo through once, but I would say... I'm just going to get through these tutorials. I would say it feels better than Final Fantasy 15. And that tends to be the consensus as well amongst those that have played the game. Final Fantasy 15 to me always felt a little bit clunky. But you can definitely tell that there's a similarity there between the two games.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Tactical mode took care of that battle for us. I didn't even unleash any of the ATB gauge attacks at all. In fact, it's not dead yet. I spoke too soon. But there he goes.
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Yeah.
Soldier of first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank.
Grab the chests.
So for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age.
Looks like we'll still need to just throw a few heals around the place, mind. So let's just get Barrett's spell action going on here. Oh, this is the first time I've had to use a potion or heal of any shape or form on classical mode, isn't it? Classic mode, rather. So whether that's just because... Oh, going the wrong way again. Whether that... I don't know why I did that. Whether that's because we're just taking less damage, or because the game is better at evading damage than I am. Or just a bit of both, probably. Isn't it? Right, so we're getting through to the boss fight. I'm not going to be doing the escape. I might not even do the entire boss again. I just want to give you guys an idea as to how this classic mode works, really. I think we've pretty much got a good idea from it now, though.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up. Oh, it's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited.
Yeah, it could be unstable.
For years.
Yeah, like I say, I reckon there will be. Oh, let's grab some potions or something. I reckon there will be times where tactical mode does come into its own. But I think just to clarify, if we go to system here, options, gameplay, yeah, we can change the difficulty at any time. So you're not stuck to classic mode or to any particular difficulty once you start the game and select that one. That's literally just the one it puts you in by default as you begin. But you can change it at any time.
Won't even break a sweat.
One thing as well, I'm just testing this out now, you can actually take over, in a sense. If I tap square, Cloud will still attack, even if the tactical mode wasn't going to do that.
Come on. Keep it
So we
together.
can switch over to Barrett now, because the tactical mode will not have Cloud do anything for a ranged attacker.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, do you think enemies will respawn in the full game? That's an interesting question.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right
Hey,
down
congrats, Epi on wings.
to the planet's core?
Yeah, nice job on beating the demo. Ah, okay, Red Mario.
That's that.
Yeah, definitely, Van.
Not bad.
You know, we just fought the Guard Scorpion on stream a few minutes ago, and it was tough. We did it on normal difficulty, but it makes me think, how in the world are they going to handle super bosses in this game? They are going to be crazy insane, aren't they? And I know we're probably not going to be getting Emerald Weapon in part 1, But I'd be surprised if we don't get some kind of super boss, even if it's one that we haven't seen in the original game.
Let's do this.
And yeah, it's probably going to be very, very tough. Yes, so the demo is available now, guys. If you have a PS4, you can download it from the PlayStation Store. It's free of charge. You do not even need to have a PlayStation Network subscription. PlayStation Plus, rather. You will need a PSN account, but you can sign up for free if you haven't already.
All right. Let's see if Little Stamp
Yeah,
really
some
can
demos I
bite
think
the
are
hand that
limited
feeds.
to those that have a PSN subscription, but this one is not
Go
one of them.
on.
Right, I'm not going to be doing the
Pretty
escape.
cocky, ain't
We're
you?
just going to see how the classic mode works here on the Guard Scorpion. If you're just joining us, we have just beat the game on normal difficulty. Just testing out some of the other gameplay modes here.
Double crossing.
Hey, congrats, Jason, on beating the demo. Okay, so we'll see what Cloud does here, how good he is at dodging
Got
abilities,
reinforced armor plating, but the internals
and what
can be
attacks he's going
overloaded.
to do.
Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
I'm not doing anything right now, my hands are off the controller, just to clarify that. So, let's see how the AI handles the Scorpion Sentinel. I keep going to say Guard Scorpion, but that's not what it's called. Hello, Brandon. Yeah, we've been having fun, actually. This is our second time playing it on stream. Okay, is Barrett going to free us? I'll have to switch over to him. I'm guessing we still have to take care of healing ourselves. Okay, let's start unleashing some abilities, shall we? I think that's the whole point as well of tactical mode. We don't have to do it on random enemies. But here on bosses, it makes sense too, doesn't it? Let's be honest. So we'll unleash some destruction here. So all I'm doing is going to the command menu, nothing else.
What the hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
For some reason, Barrett wants to run. Oh yeah, he is running by himself. I'm not doing that.
Genius.
It's my time to shine.
Okay, so we'll let him
Or go down in
overcharge.
flames.
This is interesting because we need to attack him from behind at this point, and the AI does not seem to be moving behind. So we actually need to take control at this moment in order to line up against the field generator
Focus
here.
on that core.
Oh, now he remembers.
So now we'll move Barrett across, or not, as the case may be.
Get off.
And I've put it into Punisher mode there
Just stand there. Help
to
me
try and
out.
free Barrett.
It's on you.
About damn time.
So yeah, a little bit of involvement from the player is necessary here on boss fights for sure.
You scared of something?
But again, I'm not doing anything at the moment. Right, let's unleash some thunder spells. And again. And overcharge.
Rain in the air.
And one thing I've noticed as well, you take a lot less damage on this difficulty for sure. Yeah, it's interesting, Chemo. I'm not sure whether you'll get penalised or whether there's different rewards or what have you.
So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Ah, interesting. Both party members got themselves behind cover. I did not do that. So the AI knows to hide from the tail laser,
It's
and that's the only way to do it.
Lighten up.
Yeah, as well as evading and blocking attacks, you can literally just cast abilities and you go completely immune while you're doing so.
Come on, hit.
Right, we'll use Cloud to potion up. Yeah, it needs to heal a lot less in tactical mode, or classic mode, I should say.
Sure could use a break.
Right, and then Cloud can focus thrust maybe or something. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it's doing that thing.
Yeah, we saw some clips of what I'm assuming is going to be, you know, one of the final bosses.
Again and again and
I don't want to spoil it because it is quite a major spoiler. It never happened in the original, but it looks crazy, absolutely crazy.
Lighten up.
I don't know if that is the final boss, the one I'm talking about, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's very close to being the final boss. Right, is this where it heals itself? Right, the trick when it's starting to heal itself. Hello, Robbie. Oh, downloading the demo. Nice job. Yeah, you got to attack the legs.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it.
Ah!
We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Ran out of MP.
Way ahead of you, Murph.
Right, let's start with the right leg.
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a problem.
Okay, so a couple of thunder spells on each leg is pretty much going to take care of them. For some reason, we didn't get the thunder spell off there. Yeah, you need to time your spells, actually, I've noticed, quite carefully. Otherwise, you do risk completely losing out on casting a spell, but you still end up using your MP
Follow my lead.
and your
No time to waste. Let's
ATB
take it out
gauge.
quick.
So just bear that in mind. Okay, I've got to say, it's a big difference. That was very, very little effort required from me in classic mode there compared to when we just did it on normal difficulty. So I can definitely see that classic mode is not aimed for the same audience as the standard difficulty mode.
20 minutes.
But I reckon there's definitely going to be a subset of players that are going to find it extremely useful. So, at the end of the day, it's there to use if you want to use it, but you don't have to if you don't, do you? So I reckon if I get my kids playing this game,
Damn thing showed you how it's
I
done.
reckon they'll probably love the classical mode, to tell you the truth. But yeah, I just love the attention to details. Like it was mentioned earlier, you can see the materia in both Cloud and Barrett's weapons. And as you change materia, then you'll get to see that update in the weapons as well. Alright then folks, well I'm not going to go ahead and make the escape here, we've done that already. So we've got a good look at classic mode there. I think we can probably quit. Is there a quit option? Yeah, title screen. Yeah, it's a very, very different take on the difficulty there, classic mode, than the normal difficulty we just played beforehand. So, alright then guys, okay, I'm going to finish the stream there. Appreciate everybody that stopped by today, and it was good to see so many of you as well. I cannot wait for the full game. I hope you guys will be there to join me as we get to play that. I'm sure many of you will be too busy playing it yourself, which is understandable. But obviously I'm going to be making a whole load of Final Fantasy VII Remake content as the game gets near to release and when it's finally in our hands as well. I'll be doing streams, guide videos, tips, strategies, you name it, I'll make it. But I think we'll leave it there for today. So next stream is going to be on Wednesday, and we're going to be picking up again with Final Fantasy IX, continuing on our playthrough of that game. And there's quite a bit we still need to get done on the road to the Platinum Trophy there. But I've got to say though, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun, the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. It feels kind of surreal that I've actually got to play that myself. And I did not, as I said at the start, I did not wake up this morning thinking I'm looking forward to playing the remake demo. I didn't know about it. Square just dumped it on us out of the blue, it seemed. There was no warning or anything. Bang, saw it, got that bad boy downloaded, got it streamed for you guys. So yeah, I'm always, you know, trying to be vigilant for any updates or anything that I can share with you. So do stay tuned to the channel if you want to get those updates. But yeah, appreciate everybody that stopped by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And if you can make it to Wednesday's stream, then that'd be awesome as well. But if you just joined a little bit later today, then the archive should be up if you want to go back and check out the main playthrough we did on normal difficulty. And we ended up finding some pretty good strategies as well for some of the enemies there. And I'm loving the music. The prelude music. Wonderful stuff. Alright then guys, well I'm going to call it quits for now. So thanks so much to everybody that stopped by for the stream today. And I'll see you next time. Take care everyone. Goodbye.